I've always wanted a leather jacket for as long as I can remember. It's the international uniform for too cool for school. When I eventually found my perfect vintage biker punk jacket, me being not remotely close to either ilk, I was a bit overwhelmed. I didn't have any tattoos or matching boots, and there were so many metal zip pockets. What were they all for? I assume the typical leather jacket wearer needs the pockets for their knuckle dusters, switchblades, condoms, and various drug paraphernalia. I didn't need any of that stuff, as I've never needed to get high, beat the shit out of someone, and fuck a chick all in one outing. Not yet, anyway. It simply doesn't coincide with my current lifestyle choices. The reality is my pockets are instead filled with serviettes, lip balm, a small notebook, and mints from restaurants. It pretty much functions as a hardcore manly handbag you can wear on your back. Throughout history, there have been bands and groups with freeloader members. The first time I noticed it was with the band Wheatus, and since then I've been fascinated with careers built by association. From the original untalented member, Garfunkel, to more recent groups like Linkin Park, Slipknot, and the Pussycat Dolls. But there's one guy that takes the cake. I assumed the weirdly lanky member of Black Eyed Peas was more of a beats and composition kind of member due to his minimal vocal contribution and awkward stage presence. Surely he would have to be the sort of quiet genius type to be able to stand amongst the Grammy-winning, multi-platinum selling, party track of the decade pop megastars that are the Black Eyed Peas. No. Taboo, according to the Bible of Wiki, is known primarily for his guttural spoken reprises of the last few words of a sung lyric, as well as emphatic flourishes between vocal parts, such as yeah, uh-huh, hey, 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 and other such memorable catchphrases. The worst part is, I don't think he even wrote those lyrics himself. Ever since I've had the pleasure of owning a cell phone, the predictive text has been changing my fucks to ducks and my craps to ASAPs. You would think that technology would set you free, but instead it censors you and pacifies your language. And now with emoticons, you can't even get a turd without placing a smile on its dial. I'm sick of the child-friendly bullshit. I would trade all 17 hand gestures for one that is flipping the bird. Who needs a Russian flag when you can have a marijuana leaf or a used condom? Who needs a sailboat when you can have a puking, not-so-smiley face? What would be most useful for my day-to-day communications would be a visual way of saying, "You're breaking my balls," "Eat shit," or "Blew my load." I had a dream recently where a white cockatoo was watching me from a telephone wire. It was menacingly clutching a knife that could only be described as parrot-sized and had murder written in its beady little eyes. My dream self was properly freaked out until I realized that I could go inside and close the door behind me. That crisis was averted. But what does it all mean?